All right, everyone, welcome to the 1 year anniversary of Dad's Turn to Talk. I cannot believe we've been doing this for a year. We want to thank all of our subscribers who have, spent every Wednesday with us or Thursday whenever we get the show on. We love you guys. We appreciate it. For those who haven't seen our show, we want to remind you to hit that subscribe button and also to like our channel or like the show, whatever you want to say. I messed that up, but I don't care. And anyway, I'm here with my two best friends here tonight. Oh, also, I forgot to mention we do timestamp the show. We have a very special show tonight. Bob, I remember 1 year ago you said that your fiance talked about you should do a something with YouTube, and I said, why don't we do a podcast? And boy, did I let Pandora's box out. How you doing tonight,
buddy?
You
opened Pandora's box?
I did. Whatever. I don't care. How you doing, buddy?
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
Notice that's coming from the guy who gets everything wrong, too. So
yeah, you sound like my wife. Anyway, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. It's been a good evening. Looking forward to the show. Yeah, it's hard to believe we've been doing this a year. It's been a lot of fun. I've had fun on this journey with you guys, and look forward to another year. So let's have some fun tonight.
Nice. And Mr. Derrico, any thoughts about the last year, my man?
Yeah, how we actually managed to put up with you for this long is kind of crazy.
I mean, you've put up with me for 25 years, and Bobby's put up with me for 40 years.
Yeah, but we didn't do it on film.
No, it's true.
I know. We go back and watch it now. We're like, oh my God.
No, I was watching some of the older episodes, and I feel you guys were a lot nicer in the older episodes.
Yeah, we were getting our rhythm. And now, then once we found our rhythm, then it was okay, now I can let it loose.
Yeah, exactly. What were our trials? Was what, Back to the Future and the Mount Rushmore of Wrestling? Was that one?
Yeah, those were the trial episodes.
Wow, that was crazy. Crazy. I remember that. All right, well, we have a very fun show tonight, so why don't we get started? Bobo, go ahead. All right, so last night on Disney Plus, we got the Daredevil Born Again. First two episodes were released. As you know, Daredevil had been a Netflix show, which I'm in the middle of watching, but kind of had to fast forward and watch this new series, which I would love to, definitely get the guy's opinion on it versus, the one on Netflix. But anyway, I just finished the second one today. Let's go ahead and start with you, Derrico. What did you think about these first two episodes?
Hold on, we need to throw the spoiler warning up.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
That's still good. 1 year later.
You can't have the 1 year show without the spoiler alert.
Well, I'm sure you're bringing everything tonight, Bob.
Yeah, he's ready. Don't worry.
Sure, you're happy with that. Okay, go ahead.
Wait, all right, Josh, where are you at in the Netflix Daredevil?
Like on episode 3?
4. I'm on episode 4. Yeah, episode 4.
But that was after spending like a month on episode 1. Or, I'm sorry, like 2 or 3 months on episode 1.
Why are you throwing me under the bus? And then why are we discussing this?
Hold on. You want to talk about throwing under the bus? I've known you for how long? And how many times have you thrown me under the bus?
Never.
We could do a whole episode about just that, Josh. That'll be episode 53.
Watch it be our highest views ever.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so go ahead, Derrico.
All right. The fact that you're still on episode 3 or 3A or whatever. No, stop. My turn. Stop.
God.
The fact that you're still on that is unacceptable. Okay, that's point one. Point number two. All right. This is going to be a show with layers. This is going to be a very interesting tale. The Daredevil character is actually a very fascinating one because he is a lawyer, yes, and he believes in due process. He believes in the court system, and while the justice system is flawed, he believes that you follow it, and it's the best system out there still, even with its mistakes. But when it comes time to put that suit on, lawyer's out the door. He's judge, jury, and executioner. He takes the law into his own hands. Now, granted, he does that with people that he knows are very, 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 very bad people, but he still is no longer a lawyer. He doesn't believe in the process. He doesn't believe in justice. He thinks he's justice. So the idea that we get this contrast between a man who really does believe in the justice system versus one that takes it into his own hands is great. And the best part about the Matt Murdock character, what do we always say about justice? Justice is blind. That's the best part about him.
Yeah.
So it's episode one kicked us off into a pretty high gear because Foggy dies, which wow, okay, didn't see that one coming. And dies in a very, very violent way. This is not your regular Disney Plus show, folks, by the way. It says TVMA right on there. So put the kids to bed. But it starts us off in a really high-paced fashion. I loved how Bullseye ended up getting in there. I thought that was great. And much different than the Colin Farrell Bullseye from 2003.
Yes, I like this one.
Colin Farrell's the Penguin now. He can't be anything but that. So yeah. But I did like how that character got into the mix. And I also thought, toward the end of it, when he's just, beating up Bullseye mercilessly, it showed just how violent the character of Daredevil can be. Daredevil's not afraid to, kill if he has to go there. Which makes him very interesting. But I love the character of Matt Murdock itself. I love Charlie Cox, who plays Matt Murdock. There's a way he delivers that character where he speaks with like a tempo, and it's very urgent when he speaks, but he never takes it to a high volume. He keeps it very, very soft, and I just love that contrast about the way he portrays the character. But then in the second episode, we go from a fast-paced episode, and then we pull it back.
Yes.
And then we get Wilson Fisk and his layers added to the scene. Vincent D'Onofrio does a great Kingpin, by the way, too. Kingpin is he's an interesting one because he's like the Thanos of like neighborhood heroes. Like Spider-Man and Punisher and Daredevil. Like he may not be going after Thor, but he goes after plenty of superhero. But it's just in a more isolated fashion. He keeps it to the city blocks.
Has he always had that voice, by the way, in Kingpin? It's really the first time I've seen Kingpin, and I saw him in Hawkeye, but I felt like his voice is a little different.
No, that's his voice.
That is his voice. Okay.
Yeah, that's his voice. I think they portray it in the comics where it's supposed to be kind of like a deep, raspy voice.
Okay.
Which is probably why Michael Clark Duncan got cast as the first King, which was a little bit of a swing and a miss there. Rest in peace, Michael. But Vincent D'Onofrio plays a great one. And the great part about the Kingpin is that he's a little bit like the Daredevil in the fact that he is a ruthless criminal, but he can play it and knows how to play the game in the real world and knows how to play it within, obviously, the space of normal folk, which is why he ran for office.
Yeah.
So he knows how to play the game, and that's why I love the contrast between the Daredevil and the Kingpin. But like I said, in episode 2, we do slow it down, and we get introduced to White Tiger in that episode, which is pretty cool as well. But I like the fact that we're doing this little start and stop. I love the camera angles. Holy smokes, they got creative with those. Lots of fun. I think we're in for a very interesting ride here. The fact that we go from kind of a start, like a fast pace to a pullback, We'll see where the rhythm takes us. We'll see where the characters go. I cannot wait for Punisher to get involved in this because I really feel like he's going to very shortly. Although he may not be for a little while too. Who knows? But that's why I like this, is because I think we're going to get a lot of different layers to the stories and the characters. This is going to be fun. I have a lot of high hopes about this show.
Awesome. Okay, Bob, what do you think?
It is better than anything that Disney for Marvel has put out on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, that's a pretty low bar, but I do think this was actually, I do think this was actually pretty well made, at least in this first couple episodes. There's a little bit of wonky CGI on some of it, but as a whole, I thought it was pretty good. I liked seeing Karen, Foggy, and Matt back together.
Yeah.
And then I feel like hopefully they didn't Last Jedi us, you know, and try to subvert our expectations, because I'm hearing some rumors, and these are just rumors again, that Foggy actually faked his death, because there's rumor going around that he's supposed to be in season 2. So so we'll see. So because of that supposedly he's supposed to be in season 2. Now it could just be flashback, but that's the rumor going around. But either way, I thought that was a pretty intense way to start the show.
Yeah.
Because you take your hero and you put him into a very interesting spot where he compromised some of his beliefs, and I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing that I liked was Vincent D'Onofrio again as Kingpin. I think he's excellent, but I like the addition of him having some marital issues with Vanessa. Part of the reason I like that is because every time we've seen his relationship with him and Vanessa, it's usually pretty strong. He's got this huge affection for her. So it was kind of nice to see that there's some trouble in paradise there. So I think that could add an interesting dynamic to that relationship. Just a couple of things that I noticed. They're obviously carrying over ideas that they already did with Kingpin in the MCU. The fact that he got shot by Echo, because he's got the scar. You also have, apparently the Echo series is going to remain canon, which I'm not too happy about that, but it apparently is. But either way, that being said, it is cool to see these characters and these actors back in these roles. Now, being that they're also carrying over ideas from the MCU, this is also a carryover from the Netflix show. I like that the beginning, the intro is very similar to the intro in the original Netflix show, so you're getting a similar feel. I will say, though, I don't think that, at least through the first 2 episodes, I don't think they've recaptured the magic of the Daredevil show. But I do think that this is better than anything that Marvel has done for a while, at least through these first 2 episodes. And I'm very intrigued to see where this goes. I thought the fight at the end of episode 2 was pretty cool to watch. It was pretty brutal, which is what you want to see from the Daredevil show, especially if this is supposed to be in the same vein as the Netflix show. So I really liked that. Overall, I was happy with what I saw. I felt that this is, at least through the first 2 episodes, this was a win for Marvel. And we've talked on this show about all the bad things that they've done. I mean, even recently with Captain America, but I was very happy with what I saw. I was glad to see these actors back. There's some good character moments, I think, in this. And let's see where it goes. Hopefully, like you said, Derek, we're going to see some more of the Punisher. I know he's in the trailer, so that should be fun to see him back. So overall, I kind of like what they did, and let's just see where it goes.
All right. I really, okay, so I'll break this down. Love the first episode. Really, I mean, the beginning was shocking. The beginning was shocking. Had a feeling something would happen because Bob and I had talked about it. And obviously, you guys bust me about not watching the original one yet on Netflix, or I'm in the middle of it. But right away, I can tell that one was much more gritty than this one.
Yeah.
Obviously understandable. It's Disney. I get it. I love the chemistry between Daredevil, between Murdoch, between Foggy, and between Karen. I thought that opening scene before, all hell broke loose was really cool. Them sitting in the bar, hanging out, and then all of a sudden that bullet just hits them. Now, I'm curious about one thing from you guys. The hearing with him. It seems like it's more substantial in this series than it was in the one on Netflix. Am I wrong?
There's some episodes where he hears stuff that's, going on down the street and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you do see it, but I will say it's more pronounced when they're showing it. At least that's what it feels like to me.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But there are moments in the show where you see him listening to the heartbeat, or he'll mention, oh, this is going on down the street. And so he's got that. I just think they're showing it a little bit more on camera as far as focusing on it a little bit more. At least that's my opinion. But then again, it's been a while since I've done a full rewatch of the original Daredevil.
It felt like they were trying to focus on a sense of his sonar, which because he can't see, he has to focus so much on sound and feel.
Right.
That, I think maybe they were trying to highlight that a little bit more on the show. That's how he does his thing. So they're not wrong.
They actually mentioned in the show, in the Netflix show, that because of his other abilities, it actually enables him to see somewhat.
Yeah.
Because he's able to I don't know if it's like vibrations or what it is, but he's able to make out shapes and all of that stuff because of these heightened senses that he has. So it creates, like Derek says, a sonar type picture for him.
Yeah.
And that's why, like in the Ben Affleck one, when it was raining, like he could see.
It's the same concept. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same. It's the same idea.
I loved seeing Kingpin. The fact that running for mayor was a nice little twist, I thought.
Mm-hmm. With an anti-vigilante focus.
Yeah. So Daredevil has not been seen since the death of Foggy, correct? For a year.
That's what they're saying.
Is that what they're saying? That he is not,
That's why White Tiger came into the picture.
Oh, because right. But
yeah.
So Kingpin knows he's Daredevil, Karen and Foggy, they all know that he's...
Yeah, they all know. This is a continuation from the Netflix show, so all the characters know.
Now, what about the one playing White Tiger? Does he know?
I don't recall seeing White Tiger in the...
Was he ever in the other...
In season 3 of the Netflix show.
It's
been a while.
Yeah, okay. I don't think he was...
I remember Bullseye being pretty prominent in...
Bullseye noticed right away.
But I don't remember White Tiger. I'm pretty sure this is an addition.
Which would make sense.
Again, it's been a while.
Which would make sense because the show starts off season 1, then it's been a year, and that's when White Tiger shows up.
Got it. Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So I will say this. So love the first episode. Second episode, when I hear Derek describe it now, it makes a lot of sense to me, but I'm going to give my opinion. I thought it lagged a little bit at times. And I love the ending, though. I thought it picked up at the right time at the end. And that fight, when he beats the crap out of those two guys, I was like, yes. I thought that was good. And maybe it was just me, or maybe you guys felt that during the second episode. I don't know. I just felt like I was good. Don't get me wrong. I liked the show, but I just was like, okay, I need a little bit more things going on. I hope Karen comes back. I hope she comes back from San Francisco and is, there. So I'm kind of like, I just feel like he's all alone, and I get why they did that. But did you guys feel that it lagged at all in the second episode?
I didn't. I guess because I watched them back to back.
Yeah.
I think that kind of helped because it was going real fast, and then it felt like they were just slowing down a bit. So it kind of felt more like I guess like a you know how they sometimes do these TV series where the episodes are like an hour and a half long, and it feels more like a little bit of a movie.
Yeah.
That's how it felt like for me watching it that way. Now, if you spaced them out, maybe you're right. Maybe it felt a little slower than you were hoping for. But the way I watched it, I just felt like there was different rhythm, throughout it more than actual lag time.
So was the whole point of of Kingpin getting out of the car and trying to, complain about the pothole and all that? That was just like to say, hey, he, is taking the city into, he's trying to be a good mayor, even though we know he probably won't be.
You got to keep in mind, Josh, last we saw Kingpin, even in the MCU, he's a villain.
Yeah.
He was running a criminal organization, and it's not like it was a secret by this point. Everybody knew. So when he became the mayor, everybody's like, okay, there's still a lot of public opinion against him. Okay. And so he saw an opportunity to get a very public moment and do something where he could get on camera. And he takes that opportunity and he's saying, well, look, I'm doing something. I'm fixing this. And now this is just a start. I'm going to fix other things too. So it was an opportunity for him just to raise his poll numbers, and he jumped at it.
So did you agree with me about the second episode, or it didn't feel like filler to you at all?
No, you know what? I thought there was a little bit where it lagged just a little bit in the middle, but as a whole, I still enjoyed it, and I do think it picked up towards the end.
The ending, yes.
Again, I don't think that this matches up to the Netflix show, but it is better so far than anything that we've gotten on Disney Plus as far as Marvel goes. Like, I'd say this is, like, up until this point, I think my favorite show that they did was probably WandaVision. And I like this better than that, at least right now.
Yeah, I would agree. And you're right, Derek. I like Charlie Cox. I think he's great. Yeah. I mean, I liked seeing him in Spider-Man No Way Home, and I've always, I should have watched this much, earlier on. But what was the other part? Yeah, for me, it picked up at the end there when you had Kingpin in the office, and it shows the mother and son in Philadelphia eating the cheesesteak, and I'm like, oh crap, this guy means business.
One of the better scenes, actually, I thought in the couple of episodes here, there's something about a great diner scene between two people that don't like each other.
Oh yeah,
there's there's plenty of examples of this, but where I'm going, right? That just that image of those two and the dialogue that they have with each other, I thought was great. And I go ahead, Bob.
No, what I was going to just add to that, between the two of them, there's a type of respect. Now, it's not a healthy respect. Like, oh, I respect you because you're a good guy. It's a respect of, you are a very dangerous adversary.
Yeah.
And because of that, I'm going to be very cautious with you. And that's what I saw.
I respect what you're capable of.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it is with those two. They tread very lightly when they're in their civilized state. But when the time comes when they get ruthless, boy, it's gloves off. But to Bob's point, because they know just how deadly the other can be, they're not going to go there unless they have to. So there you go.
I think it was interesting because I watched this late last night, and I think I dozed off at that diner scene, and then I woke up and I went back and watched it again to make sure I didn't miss anything big. But yeah, the chemistry between the two, and it was definitely that serious moment, I thought was very good. Yeah, and it's funny because we've talked about this all the time, about the length of a show, and it's interesting how this show is longer than most of the other ones. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing yet, because like I said, I felt it was lagging in the first episode. Awesome.
That's why you got to watch number 3. Right. That's what I'm saying. I think this is going to be layers to this.
Yeah.
Well, that's what. And then when you said that, that's in my head. I'm like, okay, maybe Derek's right. I need to think about each character like an onion where you're peeling them back.
Yeah. And don't get it twisted. I do agree with Bob. Like right now, it's not as good as the Netflix one,
Yeah.
but but it's certainly not terrible.
No, I haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was entertaining. This was definitely watchable. Like I didn't watch this and think, oh my god, this was awful. Marvel just laid another egg.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's go with this. Let's see where this ends up, because right now I think it's interesting. There's some they set up some interesting plot lines, and let's see where they go.
Is the female therapist, is she a villain of any type that we know of, or is she? No, right?
No.
I think she's just the new love interest because
she's
Aaron's
there.
not there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was very good. And like Derek said, got to see the third episode. How many are they doing? 8?
9, I thought.
Okay.
Let me see real quick.
Well, Bob's looking that up. Just another thing I like about the Matt Murdock character is the fact that he's versatile. You can actually take that character anywhere, put him into like his little cameo that he had in No Way Home. I thought was very well done.
Yep.
The fact that you could, and I know we have our own thoughts about the She-Hulk series,
Ugh.
but even him in the courtroom was still really good.
I didn't even see that part.
Oh, really?
No, I hated that show. I turned it off.
I know that, but I thought you would have caught on like a clip or something.
No, I mean, I had seen in the preview, I think the last episode I had seen was with Abomination, and then I watched the finale.
Oh, yeah.
And that was horrible. Oh, my God. Ugh.
It's going to be 9 episodes. And
episodes.
and I saw this actually yesterday, the run times on these episodes are going to be anywhere from like 45 minutes up to an hour. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see that.
so this is going to be a longer show. Now, you're not allowed to complain about that, Josh, because you always complain about that with Star Wars, that the episodes aren't long enough. So
I know. No, I'm all for it.
let's get some longer episodes here and let's tell some story, because I think that's part of the problem is that they tend not to have enough story to fill the episodes. It's only to fill like a 2.5 hour movie, which would only be like 5 30-minute episodes. And instead they throw in a bunch of extra stuff. So let's take some time. Let's really develop the story and let's have some fun with this. Because
maybe that's why I didn't mind it lagging, because I think they to that point they have to take time to develop that story too.
Right.
You have to be patient. You have to give them the time to do that. So it's a give and take here. But you're right, Bob. You're right on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? Is this connecting with the MCU at all? The new with Avengers Doomsday or anything like that? Or they're their own separate thing?
I don't know.
I did see where Charlie Cox says he would love to be a part of Avengers Doomsday. However, there are rumors going around that Avengers Doomsday has already been delayed because they haven't even set the lineup of characters that they're going to have. Now, I know they're in production because I know Robert Downey Jr. is already working on it, but I think they've delayed it a little bit so they could iron out some storyline and who the actual characters are going to be.
They delayed it because of Josh. Like they do all the movies that are delayed.
Of course.
Let me see what that story is real quick.
Of course. By the way, I heard test screenings for Superman have been very good. The newest set.
We'll see. Did I tell you? I told you I showed Dominic the trailer, right?
I think he loved it, right?
Yeah, he said he wanted to watch it again the other day, and he's getting hyped.
Okay, so right now it's a rumor, but Marvel has not confirmed or denied the rumor. So take that for what that's worth.
It'll come out in 2035. Can't wait.
But this is also the beauty. Back to the versatile factor of Matt Murdock. He doesn't need any of this multi-universe stuff.
No,
he can work on his own, and that's another reason why I like it.
So basically, they can mention Spider-Man, but they can't show Spider-Man, right?
Well, the show's Daredevil.
Yeah,
no, but they mentioned there's people hoping that Spider-Man would make an appearance, but they can't because of Sony.
You're not getting a cameo from him.
Okay, you get an F.
Yes, he can make an appearance because they renewed their deal with him.
No, but they said for some reason, I don't know. I just read an article about it.
Well, they're doing a Spider-Man 4 that's set in the MCU, so
I don't know. Who knows? All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
no, let's have some fun with this one. I don't know. I don't think we're getting another Penguin with this or another
No, but we'll watch the whole
Netflix Daredevil,
no.
but
We'll watch the whole
but-
thing. You're not getting a creature
But
commandos
you-
or
yeah, no, I didn't mean like that, Josh. I meant quality wise. I don't think we're getting that, but yeah, I think we're gonna do the whole show. I liked what I saw.
The Penguin's going to be like one of those like you get shows like that like every few years that are
Yeah.
that good.
amazing. Are they releasing the show every Tuesday or what's the day?
I think it's gonna be every Tuesday.
Yeah,
Okay. Good to know.
this will be fun.
Well,
To Bob's, I mean, it's not going to be the Penguin, but then again, what is?
no, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Very good, gentlemen. Let's go on to our second topic of the evening. I love Derek's face. Seriously.
It looked like a bar commercial.
That's just so funny.
That was
All
great.
right. So, anyway, as you all know, we're getting older, and the fact that we're getting older means, sometimes we can't go and get a Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper because it's got so much sugar in it. So, all three of us have been drinking. Well, Bobby's always drank diet sodas. But Derek and I, we've had different things, but have actually changed to zero sugar drinks. And so a while ago, we decided to come up with a topic to rank our favorite zero sugar sodas.
You bunch of losers!
I knew it. I knew it. I'm like, I bet during this.
Somehow this is going to come out.
Yes, I knew it. Zero sugar soda. Anyway, all right. So
It's a 1 year show. I had to find a way to get it in.
No, that's
Of course.
Bob actually has a tough chore now because he has to add that every episode now.
Oh, I know. It's
And he can't
mandatory.
just do it where he used to do it. He has to be selective with it.
So, do you guys want me to show the drinks? Do you want me to go over the drinks first, and then we'll decide what we're going to start with? What do you want to do, Bob?
I guess. Okay. We need to point out that the way we're going to do this is we're all going to taste the drink, and then we'll move on to the next one. Once we're done tasting all of these, we will give our rankings. And I also need to point out that these are the official rankings. There are no other rankings out there that are going to be the official ones. These are the definitive rankings for zero sugar soda drinks. If you have a different thought out there, then you need to get your taste buds checked because these are the official ones, the definitive ones. So I think we do it that way. So Josh, why don't you say which one we're going to drink first? Or you know what? Go ahead and give us the list of what we're going to do.
Okay. So we have zero sugar Pepsi. We have zero sugar Sprite. We have zero sugar Sunkist. We have zero sugar cherry. We have Coke Zero. And we have zero sugar Dr. Pepper. And you guys have, I couldn't get it, zero sugar Mountain Dew.
So you have no frame of reference here, Donnie. You're like a child who wanders into the middle of a movie and
Hey, we don't roll on the Shabbos. All right. So why don't we start with probably the most basic one? Let's start with Coke Zero.
All right.
Yeah,
Let me
there we
grab
go.
this here. Hold on.
We'll all take a sip. Bob, where are you?
He's
I'm
getting
here.
his
It's
soda.
just grab the soda.
Okay,
Yeah.
ready?
Hold on.
1, 2, 3.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Okay,
Okay, hold on. Sip.
one more.
Gotta get another.
If you're gonna do an official ranking, you can't just do it off one sip. Get
Yeah,
out.
you gotta get it in there.
Gotta get in there. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any
Okay.
opinions on that before we move on to the next one?
I will say, if you're looking for a soda that gets as close to the normal version
Yeah.
of where it stemmed from.
Yeah.
Coke Zero is pretty good.
Yeah.
They do a pretty good job getting about as close as you're going to get to regular Coca-Cola.
You guys have a little aftertaste in your mouth?
A little, but that's kind of standard with just about every.
Yeah, I think you get that with regular Coke too. So
I mean, I think it's better, obviously much better than Diet Coke, which I can't even try. Wasn't there another Coke at one time that was similar to this, or it was always this?
well, I think there was Coke Zero, and then it became Zero Sugar. So and that kind of became the brand across the board for everybody.
It was the black can with the red letters.
Yes. All right, let's go ahead and do Sprite Zero Sugar.
All right.
Change it up a little bit.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready. 1,
Ready.
2, bottoms up. It's good.
It's cool.
It's a high quality. Only us could laugh drinking Zero Sugar, acting like you're drunk. All right, any thoughts?
I think this is also another one that's it's not too far off from the main formula. I do like it better than Diet Sprite as well, but I also let me point out that I actually do like Diet Sprite. So, like, I'm not a huge fan of Diet Coke. I like Coke Zero Sugar a lot better than Diet Coke. This is a case where I think the Zero Sugar Sprite is fairly close to the Diet Sprite, even though I do think it's a little bit better.
Okay.
So
I would agree. I would agree with that, Bob. But here's the thing about Sprite Zero that I've discovered recently. And I must be getting older, but if I drink a whole can of this now,
Yeah.
my heart starts to like speed up.
Really? On the
Yeah.
Sprite?
Yeah, on Sprite. That's the only one.
Bob gets that, but I mean, Bob gets a cold sore. So what is with this? This is weird.
Hey, thanks,
Really?
Josh.
Yeah, you didn't have to say
So, see, first off, he just throws that out there. He's like, he gets cold sores. That's not what I said, Josh. I told him that when I tried that Zero Sugar
Oreo.
The Oreo one
Oh yeah.
for the Coke, for whatever reason it irritates my tongue, and it's happened on more than one occasion.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm to where I'll get like, you know how you'll get like a little random blister on your tongue or something like that, but that's specific, like if you have too much salt or something like that.
Gotcha.
So there's something in the formula that irritates it. But Josh, like, he gets cold sores. People are gonna imagine I got all these blisters all over my lips and everything. No, it's just
all right. Let's do Zero
talk
Sugar.
about throwing under the bus again.
Let's do Zero Sugar.
Yeah, doctor. Well, thank you for HIPAA.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your nipples turn orange when you drink Zero Sunkist sugar?
I told you that in private. All right, Dr. Pepper.
All right,
hold on.
So Dr. Pepper, regular Dr. Pepper is my absolute favorite. It was my dad's favorite. So I've got very high standards with, it's very hard for me to.
All right.
Okay. Cheers.
All right, here we go.
I would say that's very close to Dr. Pepper,
That might actually be closer than Sprite is.
I think, because you do get that. Now, I had the blackberry Dr. Pepper yesterday, which I loved.
Which doesn't taste like blackberry. It tastes like grape.
Does it really?
I think so.
I've never had that one.
It's
But
not
you
bad.
gotta say
It's not bad.
I loved it.
I think it had some good flavor.
They did a good job with this.
Derek, what do you think about
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it a
Have
lot.
you
Yeah.
had it before?
Yes, but it was a long while ago. I'm revisiting it now. Dr. Pepper is kind of like one of those. It's one of those things you got to be in the mood for. With me, I understand how people really do like it.
Right.
And don't get it twisted. Like if I stumble across a Dr. Pepper and I can get in the mood for it, I will, and I won't let much stop me. You know, when you really want something, you got to get your hands on it. And you know what? Well done. And I have a feeling I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket for sure.
Bob, what do you think? Close to the original in your opinion, or not at all?
No, I think it's I think it's also closer. I think with a lot of the zero sugars, the reason why they changed the formula as they did is because they're trying to make them as close as they can to the original flavor. So I think this one is also pretty close. I'm kind of like Derek. I'm not a huge Dr. Pepper guy.
Yeah, you never
It's
have.
not that I don't like it. It's just I'm not huge on it. Yeah. But yeah, this one's not too bad. I really like this.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, I thought it was very close to the original. Yeah, definitely better than Diet Dr. Pepper.
So do they have other fruit flavors in Dr.
Strawberry.
Pepper?
Yeah, I saw one.
The strawberry.
I saw strawberries and cream earlier today.
That doesn't sound like it'll.
I don't know. Well, my problem with it is I want to try it, but I've yet to find it as a bottle. It's always
I
like
hope it gives you cold sores.
That's what it is.
We'll do that in private. Okay, so the next one.
Cold sores that look like strawberries.
So I give up. Oh God. I'm done. All right.
I gotta get out of here.
This next one I have never had. And the two of you have and have not felt very highly of it, but I'll give it a chance. Zero sugar.
Thank you for telling us our opinions before we actually taste it.
You told me. Let's see how.
All right, so Pepsi zero sugar.
Here we go.
Hold on. Bottoms up.
Man. Is it just me, or do you gents get a taste of metal in that?
No.
I don't got a metal taste, but I will say, and
I can't
kind of
tell.
thought this before. This
There's
is
an
not
aftertaste.
close to the original flavor.
No.
And to top it off, I think Pepsi usually gives me a bad aftertaste as it is anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's not horrible, but it definitely leaves an aftertaste. I would say I think I like the zero sugar Coke better.
Yeah.
Is the wild cherry Pepsi zero sugar any better?
It's. I mean,
It's cherry with an aftertaste.
yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's not like. I mean, if you like cherry soda, I'm sure it'd be fine for you, but it's nothing to write home about.
There's definitely a strong aftertaste with the Pepsi,
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
more than the soda. Okay.
Ugh.
You know what I'm going to do for you? Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and bust out the Mountain Dew?
All right.
I'll take another sip of one of
I'm
these.
scared to try this.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet?
You've never had zero sugar Mountain Dew?
I've never liked really Mountain Dew to begin with. So.
Oh, I didn't know
okay.
that. Oh, I wish you had said something. We would have picked something else.
No.
Oh,
It's-
we wouldn't have?
It's more fun when it's terrible, right? So you got to go for it.
Great drink. Bob just makes me laugh. Like,
Goodness, don't be nice, Josh. You complain about him being mean to you all the time, so be mean to him. Drink the dang drink.
yeah, but he helps me with stuff. So
All
I'll
right.
take the pain. Here we go. Come on.
All right, there we go.
go ahead.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Troll piss.
Oh, don't. That was the one. That's a drink that on the podcast, Bob is like, "Are you tasting your drink?
Yeah.
Are you like,
Well, that's
eating
because
your
yeah, he was
drink?"
chewing it. He was sitting there going,
Yeah.
All right, Derek, what do you think?
It's actually this isn't that bad. It's okay. I mean, like I said, I'm not really like a big Mountain Dew fan, but I've certainly had drinks that are worse than that. If you're a Mountain Dew fan, it's probably awesome
Yeah.
for you.
I
No,
don't
dude,
want to know
it's
when
not
you
like-
last had troll piss.
I know when. How do you know what troll is?
I have no idea.
That's just what I'm curious of.
Bob, what did you think of the
looks
mountain
like
troll?
something trolls would, anyway. I don't want to ruin it.
I like it.
You like it?
I think it's pretty good, and I will let you know where I rank it.
Now,
Okay, that's fair.
I've had like you, Bob, the Baja Blast. Which do you like better?
I like the regular one better, but I like drinking the Baja Blast. And the cool thing about the Mountain Dew, and I guess you're seeing that with a lot of the other drinks now as well. You're getting a lot of other flavors of Zero, and so that's kind of cool. But you get a while back they had the Code Red, they had the Orange Live Wire. There was one that I tried not too long ago.
Yeah.
It was also a blackberry one. In fact, I drank it here on the show. I forget what it was like,
that's
midnight
right.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one I actually tried that was kind of cool. It was a mystery flavor, and it had like a berry taste, but it's still hard to describe what berry it was. It was good.
Nice.
Okay, very cool.
Do you guys
all right.
like root? Do you guys like root beer?
I love root beer.
That's all
The,
right.
the A&W Zero Sugar is not so bad, actually.
No, it's very good. Actually, root beer, true story. And Bob would, I don't know if he would know this or not. My family, we used to go to Chili's in El Paso, and my dad and I would always they'd have the root beer in a chilled mug.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Bob? Did you ever?
I don't remember it being in a chilled mug, but
Years ago, we're
but-
talking about when Chili's opened.
well, you know what? But I think they used to do chilled mugs with all their drinks back then.
Was it?
I think so.
Because I've had the A&W regular and the cream soda, and both are very good. The zero sugar.
Just curious. Some people are big root beer fans, some are not.
Yeah. Very good. All right. Next one. Let's go zero sugar cherry Coke.
These are becoming harder to find too, by the way.
I get them
Really?
at Ralph's. I find them all the time.
around
there.
here. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Bottoms up,
yeah.
boys. Mm. Oh, that's good. That's good.
This one right now is a candidate. Keep drinking when we move on to the next segment. Since we've opened all these drinks, I got to figure out which one to actually drink. So
I know.
No, I know which one I'm going to
that
drink.
was a candidate. I'm not saying that's the one I'm going to pick, but
All right, Bob. Thoughts? Well, you just gave us your thoughts. You
Yeah.
love it. Derek, what do you think?
They did really well with this.
Yeah,
this
I
one
agree.
this one's a good home run. It's just the right amount of cherry.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it doesn't
agree.
feel like it's an overload with it. Just man, you get this on like a big ice mug, like that frosted mug you're talking about. No, you're
Yes.
talking-
Oh, that's a good idea. I've not thought about that. And it's funny because I love it so much more than Coke Zero. Or
you
Zero
love this
Sugar.
one so much more than
Yeah.
Coke Zero?
And even
Yeah.
there's a new one that just came out, Orange Cream, and that's good.
Is it good? That one scares me.
No, I loved it. I really
Is it
loved
good?
it.
Okay.
Yep. I loved it.
I'm not big on a
Exactly.
lot of cream sodas as it is, so that's why I haven't tried.
I
it
love
yet.
all that. I think I get it from my grandfather on my mom's side of the family because he was always big into the like cream sodas and cherry Coke and like that. So I think I always will gravitate towards that stuff.
I'll give it a try.
You should try it. All right. Last one. Zero Sugar Sunkissed,
Oh,
which will be the one I'll be drinking because it's in a can.
Well, how do you know? You haven't tasted it yet.
That's true.
Well, because it's in a can. So
Yeah. I don't have a choice. Bottoms up. Mm.
Mm. Mm. Mm. Now that's-
Derek. That's a meme.
oh, that's solid.
That's almost perfection.
It's really good.
That is so good.
yeah, that's pretty close.
Had you had that before, Bob?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. If you
But
did
over
or-
here, like I said, it's a little harder to find the Sunkist Zero unless you buy it at the store.
right.
They occasionally will have individual bottles out there, but
okay.
it tends to be Zero Fanta out here.
Oh, interesting.
See, now here's the thing. Zero Fanta, different.
We talked about that. I said about the movies.
It's got a weird taste and like not a great aftertaste to me.
Mm.
Regular Fanta is like crack to me, which is why
Hey.
I can only drink one like once a month.
I've got a soft spot for Fanta because I remember the Fantanas.
Yes.
Oh, don't you want?
Don't you want a Fanta?
But no, we're like, straight up Fanta. If you're giving me the regular stuff, I love just about every flavor they got.
Yeah.
It's super good.
So bad for you. It's great.
I know it's terrible, but but you love it.
All right. So
That's where the
why
work
don't we
begins.
rank these now? Why don't we do a ranking? And how do you want to work this, Bobo?
Just give me your individual ranking. So
All right. So my I'm sorry. I apologize. Bob, give us number 7.
Pepsi Zero by a mile.
Yeah. I agree with you. Pepsi Zero.
So
Derek?
Pepsi Zero at number 7. I'm
about you,
going
Derek?
to put
Hold on.
Oh, you're just doing all your rankings?
Yeah,
yeah,
let him go.
just list it
Okay.
off.
Let him go.
Got
I'm gonna list so I'm gonna start with Pepsi Zero, and then there's a big gap, and then we get into the next one. I'm going to go with Dr. Pepper. Zero is my number 6.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with Cherry Coke Zero as my number 5.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to go with Sprite at number 4.
Hmm.
Coke Zero at number 3.
Hmm.
I'm going to go with Mountain Dew at number 2 and the Sunkissed Zero Sugar at number 1.
Here. Okay.
I mean, it's a good orange drink. So, I mean, it actually tastes like orange soda. So,
Yeah. Derico, go ahead.
Okay.
Mm.
Sorry, but this is messing with my chest and my heart, and that you're bottom of the barrel on that one. If it didn't do that, it'd be much higher, but it's doing that right now, so I can't go with that.
Like right now?
No. I have to drink like a whole can of that to really start feeling the effects. 2 sips isn't going to do it. Although who knows?
Yeah,
how
if
much,
you had 2 sips in it, it was that bad.
although, yeah, with the cocktail that I've just consumed, who knows what my chest is going to be doing here in about 5 minutes.
Hey, you're a warrior. What you will do for this show is
You will take one for the team.
there we go.
All right, so Sprite Zero can go last. Not too far away from it is going to be this monstrosity.
God.
Take this off shelves right now. The American consumer doesn't need this.
Why such a big difference? Like, why can't they get this one right?
I have no idea. That's Pepsi needs to be asked that question.
Yeah.
We will go with the troll piss after that. So that's 5. Okay, so what does that leave? Regular Coke, Cherry Coke, Dr. Pepper, and Sunken. Okay. I will go. Josh, you'll love me for this. I'm going to go with Coke Zero. Coke Zero is dependable. I'll give it that. Like
You drink it a lot. I've seen
yeah,
you.
exactly. And it's just about in every place you can look. So if nothing else, you can always grab a Coke Zero. It'll be there for you. You'll be good. I'll go Dr. Pepper number 3. I'm impressed actually.
Okay.
Number 2. I feel like I want to do 1 and 1A, but I can't do that. Can
That's
I?
what I want to do.
Yes, you
for
can.
mine. You can?
It's your ranking.
Okay.
Nah, you know what? Coke, Cherry Coke Zero, but by like that much down, this wins.
Of course.
It wins. It's just, don't you? You know.
All right.
It knows.
Very, very good. All right. Well, my number 7 horrible.
Garbage.
Weird
We
taste.
all had it towards the bottom. So
Yeah.
Weird taste.
and in all fairness, Derek, you did say that Sprite would be higher if you didn't have a reaction to it. So
No,
so
100%.
the taste is better than the Pepsi Zero.
Yes, for sure. Okay, yes. Good clarification.
Derek, I love you, but honestly, I mean, to me, it's okay. Like you said,
Okay.
it's edible, but like, if I'm out somewhere, will I go out of my way to order this over something else? No.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So you would go with like, let's say that you went out to a restaurant and they didn't have any other zero sugar drinks, but they had Coke Zero. Would you go with the Coke Zero, or would you get yourself like unsweetened tea?
I do iced tea. You know me.
I just because I wanted to know where you were coming from on this.
Yeah. 6. Let's see. Number 5 for me, Sprite. It's good. It's good, but my other ones I love. So, nothing wrong with it at all. I drink it. I like it. Bob said the other day, I'm curious about 7-Up. I can't remember if I've had it or not. I don't know.
I had mentioned to him that we should have added 7-Up to this.
And I could have gotten it.
Because we didn't have any 7-Up products on here.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And I'm kind of curious. I don't know if I've had it or not with the
Have you
zero.
not? Yeah, but you don't remember it?
I think once I had it. Yeah.
It's basically like
You know what?
Sprite, but you don't get it as sweet.
I want to say I did have it, and I like the Sprite better.
It's sweeter. Sprite is sweeter.
All right, so that's 5. Number 4, I am going to actually go with Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
I love the original one. So this one's not bad.
That's
This
good.
one is surprising. I like the blackberry one better than this one. Number 3, Cherry Coke.
Okay.
Love the Cherry Coke. I think it's great. Now, 2 and 1. For my own rankings, I mean, I love the Sunkist and I love the Mountain Dew. For a very long time, all I drank was Mountain Dew, and I love that taste. So I'm going to have to
chewing
say,
Mountain Dew.
I know. So I'm gonna have to say this is 1B and Mountain Dew is 1A for me.
All right.
That's what I think. They are so close together that I can't really. They're interchangeable for me. So that's really what I like. But we all agree. Shame on Pepsi. I'm even going to take another. I got to figure this out.
Bush League. It's not good.
It's the aftertaste for me.
That's
Like I just can't deal
like
with it.
like I said, for me, you got Pepsi Zero Sugar way down here, and there's a big gap. All the other 6 drinks, I could drink any one of them.
Yeah,
no problems.
There are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap, and then there's Pepsi Zero Sugar.
This, I mean, is a strong one right here.
That was up in the high rankings for all of us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Bob. Where'd you rank it?
I think I had it at number 4 is what I think I had it at, but but like I said, I'm going to be honest. There's not much space between all the other ones.
Yeah.
Because I think all of them are very. I could drink any one of them, no problems, and go and order it and be happy.
Now, are you guys a sparkling water at all? Do you drink sparkling water?
Yeah, we do. We drink a lot of that actually in our house.
What do you? I've been liking the Waterloo.
Yeah, that's what we get.
Better than the liqueur. I never say it right. I'm not even going to say it.
Don't. You're going to embarrass yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Do you drink sparkling water? But you don't drink any water, do you?
Yes, I drink water, but I don't drink sparkling water. I'm from Texas.
If you don't drink water, you die, Josh. Just so you know.
What is Bob's favorite drink that's not zero sugar? Werner's ginger ale.
No, I liked it because it was at your house, but if you had had another drink, I would have drank that.
You had Burners in the fridge in college once, and I was like, "Who the hell has this here?"
Because it's a Michigan thing, and my mom's from Michigan. That's what they grew up with. That over Canada Dry. I've never was a big fan of Canada Dry that much.
It's okay.
Yeah, I liked Verner's, but all right. Well, this was cool. We had been talking about this for a very long time, and I was happy I got to buy all these drinks and put them in my house.
No,
Now,
I
since
know. I
look,
got to put all these
this
on
is
reserve. My kids are gonna find these, and then I'm really in for it.
Yeah, you got to hide them.
Yeah.
no, they're but it's good. It's yeah, the Dr. Pepper. Derek was, I think. Let's just ask this: which one surprised you the most? Let's go around. Derek, you said Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper was probably the one that caught me off guard in a pleasant way. Very close to the normal Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
You know what? Troll piss or not, that the Mountain Dew was actually it was nice. It was nice.
Very nice. I love it.
Yeah, it was a fine beverage.
Okay. It was
Uh,
a beverage.
yeah, but that Pepsi Zero Sugar.
No, not good. Bob, what surprised you?
It's not so much that the taste surprised me. I'm surprised that where I ranked it. I actually expected to rank Mountain Dew number 1, and I ranked it number 2. So
Okay.
that was my expectation. But after taking another swig of this, which again I've had it before, it's just been a while. But yeah, I do like it better than the Mountain Dew, I think, but not by much.
Yeah,
They do. They also do have a Crush Zero, but it's very hard to find.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have it out here too.
Yeah,
but, like I can find it in cans.
Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I've been able to find it in is cans. So they know what they are. You come here for the sugar.
Now, random question. Yes, exactly. Random question for you guys. Prefer can or the bottle? And is there a taste difference between the two?
I think there is a slight taste difference.
Thank
But,
you. I agree.
And actually, my favorite to drink out of would be the glass bottle.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to prefer the bottle over the can simply because of the top.
Well, I'll tell you
It makes it easier to drive.
I think the bottle is better than the can.
I just realized I haven't. Now we've been drinking these out of the bottle. I normally don't even drink out of bottles or cans. I just get a glass with ice in it and I just start pouring it into that.
Oh, see, I'm Bob. I'm like Bob. No, you do it out of the bottle, don't you?
No, I do it out of the bottle, but there are times I want it with ice, and
yeah.
So
Kate gets very smart and she'll actually put 2 glasses in the freezer.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yes.
She's just like, I'm gonna just put these out here because tonight's soda night, and so she just slides them right into the freezer.
Oh, yes.
And then when you keep your drinks in the fridge, the glasses in the freezer, and then when you pour them into the glasses, it's pure perfection.
Now, I will say this, since I've lost weight and really tried to drink the zero sugar, like if we go to an amusement park or something, I've thought about, what? I like Mountain Dew or Sunkist. I could bring that with me. Because a lot of amusement parks here, like Disneyland or Universal, they do Coke products. And I really love, if I'm going out, it's got to be like a Dr. Pepper, or a Cherry Coke. And so I'm fine with bringing a zero sugar with me,
They don't confiscate that?
That's what I was thinking.
No, Disneyland, are you kidding? Think about it. Disneyland, with Orthodox Jewish people who keep kosher, they have to bring their own food in.
Oh, yeah, good point.
So they really, they don't care. So
no, I'm remembering this now because we had a bunch of snacks with us
when we met with you at Disneyland.
Yeah, and
a ton of stuff.
They saw it and they were just like, "Yeah, okay, this is fine." I don't think you could bring a rotisserie chicken meal with you, but yeah,
Costco chicken.
But they'll allow snacks. Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, very good, gentlemen. Anything else to add, or should we go to our final topic of the night?
Sunkist, number 1.
Salud. There we go. L'chaim.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Toast, gents.
All right, here we go.
my god!
It's like a yearbook.
That was so good.
Well done, Bob.
Hold on, I gotta watch that again real quick.
I think Dave is funny.
Dude,
What
he's
makes that
great.
funny is that you're sitting there scratching yourself in the middle.
Sorry, I like the beginning with Jarek. It looks like he's yelling at me. He's like,
Yeah,
He was.
that's been the story of our existence since we've been doing the show.
that's the story of our lives. Oh, all right. So we decided 1 year anniversary. We wanted to, share some of our favorite clips with the audience, and
Just kind of react to them and kind of look back at those moments. So,
Mr. Derrico, let's hear it.
Okay. So which one, Bob? Do you care which ones I do, or just
yeah, you tell me which one you want to do first.
Okay, we'll start with we'll go chronologically here. All right, so my first one came from, it was episode 20. Episode 20 was when we talked about Cobra Kai season 6 part 1. We also talked about the NFL or like way too early predictions.
Oh yeah.
We talked about something else in there, but my clip comes from the fact that I'm both big success and a miserable failure at the same time. Because in the NFL predictions, I said the Commanders would make the playoffs, and I said the Niners would get to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I am proud and extremely disappointed in myself at the same time. So,
All right, well, let's
Yeah.
check out that clip here real quick. Okay.
Oh, my old place.
Oops.
and then my third, I'm going to say the Commanders. I'm excited.
Really? Wow.
All right.
That's interesting. That could be a stretch, but
Oh, well, with that card.
that was, yeah.
Hey, about as well. So
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
notice how he says that that's going to be a stretch right there. And
Boy.
were we wrong on that one?
Boy.
Did I stretch enough for you? Huh?
Washington's got Debo. They're going to be even more of a threat.
No, they're not.
Oh,
No, not with him. No. He hasn't.
All right,
He
and
hasn't
then
produced in quite some time. Oh yeah, go ahead.
and then you had another moment in that clip that you
Sure
wanted
did.
to. So let me go ahead get to that.
Remember when Bob hit me with the Bill Murray?
Oh yeah, let me go back on that just a hair.
Let's see this.
There we go.
So I'm just hoping they're focused. And I think if they're focused, I think they can do it.
Two pinheads. All right, here's what's going to happen. San Francisco and Kansas City are going to rematch round 3. Thank you.
Can't you stop your lips from flapping for 2 little minutes?
I love it. Okay, so who wins the Super Bowl?
Well, I shouldn't have to say that now, Josh.
Yeah, no. Niners. I think Detroit. Bobby probably thinks Detroit.
Well,
Okay.
I will say this. I think Detroit, if Detroit does make it into the Super Bowl,
Yeah, Jarek, you were just a little off on that one.
just a
Just a little-
smidge.
Just
Dear
a little
Lord,
bit.
that was bad.
Wait.
Oh, I said big success and miserable failure at the same time. But that was so fun. That was fun to. I mean, we were so excited about football that it was good to.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we were chomping at the bit for it, so it was fun to do that one.
I called Bob in December and I said, that son of a gun called it with Washington. And we can't even say he made it up. It's on video.
Right
You know,
there.
It's on
The only thing
video
I
and
called on
all.
Washington was I thought they'd be more competitive, and
Right.
that was because I thought Jaden Daniels would be awesome, and he was, but I didn't expect them to make the playoffs. I thought they'd finish something like 6-11 or
Right.
7-10 and be a lot more competitive than what they were last year. But no, that was a very good football team, and they look to get better.
And
So,
you know what you had?
They will be better. It won't be because of Debo, but they will be better.
You had 3 individuals on that team that shocked us all. Daniels,
Mhm.
Cliff Kingsbury calling plays, and McLaren.
Yeah.
McLaren, I don't think was really a shock because he's been good with whoever was the quarterback.
Yeah, but he struggled. I mean, this year he was amazing.
Well, because he had a better quarterback, but I wouldn't say he necessarily struggled because he still put up numbers despite having bad quarterback play.
God, I feel like I'm with all these drinks. I keep switching them. It's heaven.
Well, that was
You
a
gotta
great
go to
call,
the-
Derek. Great moment to
Oh,
look
thank
back on.
you. Appreciate that.
Hmm.
All right, what you got next for us?
My next one. We'll go episode 29. That was when we did the face-off review.
Oh,
Okay.
And most of us were between me and Bob, we basically quoted like the whole movie. Most of which, were Castor Troy quotes because it's the best. Here we go.
why am
All
I
right,
scratching my head?
I'm actually putting it back a little bit further than what the
That's
timestamp
fine.
was that you gave me.
Yeah, that's all right. It's absolutely.
Just
Oh,
real
I
quick.
forgot all about that. That's so funny. Yeah.
Just real quick, Derek, before you get into what you
Yeah.
thought about the movie. The other scene I really like is when Sean Archer has Castor Troy there at right after the funeral, and he's got the gun at him, and Jamie, she's got the gun and she's pointing him at him, and by this point the device has been dislodged, so
I'm
they
your
both
father.
sound
Yeah.
like John Travolta.
Mhm.
Or they both sound like Sean Archer. And he's sitting there and he's like, listen to my voice. I'm your father. I'm your father. And then he's like, use your eyes, Jamie. Shoot him. Then get your brother. And sure enough, she shoots and misses. Well, not misses, hits him in the arm. And he goes up and grabs the gun and he's like, no daughter of mine would shoot so wide. Dad, put the gun down. And so I thought that was a great sequence. And he's like, now let's see what's in Papa's bag. I mean, it's such a great movie. I love Face Off.
There's gonna be some changes around here. So
He's
good.
got a brand new bag.
Man.
One last thing.
Yeah.
The line that Castor Troy tells Jamie after her boyfriend tried to assault her.
Yeah.
He turns around. He says to her, "Dress up like Halloween and ghouls try to get into your pants." She's like, "Oh, great, Dad! You're blaming me for this."
Yeah.
So I just thought that was a great line. So fantastic movie. It's just a lot of fun, over the top action, over the top.
Why am I scratching myself everywhere?
You're always scratching yourself, John.
You scratch yourself an awful lot.
I'm
See,
like,
we tell you to go back and watch the show, and you're like, I'm going to do it. And you never do.
and when do I sound like, I'm going to do it?
No, but
Look at
what I
these
like
hands.
about that movie is it's such a quotable movie.
Yes, it is. And the fact that Josh had never seen that, dear Lord.
We've been very lucky on the show. I've seen some movies that I had never seen.
I've
Dr.
already got the
Walsh,
next one
I'm
planned
just telling
for you,
myself
too,
some
so.
of your groovy painkillers. This is fabulous work.
Oh, wow. So was that number 2, Derek? Was that your second clip?
That's number 2.
Okay, what's number 3?
Number 3, it was actually maybe my favorite topic. But this was hard. But episode 35, when we talked about the TV themes.
Oh, that was so good.
And you can, and like Bob said, he can go all over the place with that. It was a blast. It was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've actually picked a few different spots here that we can kind of go through.
Go for it.
So the first one, put it right about here. So yeah, I mean that's a great theme.
It is. It's good.
You all know you're going to be humming it by the time we're done with the show.
I'm going to be
We're going to
listening.
be humming all of these themes.
Yeah. All right. Josh, to you, sir.
My number 5, Three's Company.
Good theme.
That's
Come and
pretty-
knock at my door.
Yes.
Waiting for you.
Sing it.
It's happy, and you have John Ritter riding the bike, and he sees a girl, and he flies off the bike and smiles. And you have Suzanne Summers. Oh,
You know, all of their expressions during that opening were fun. You know, like where you got the Ropers, and then
Yep.
later with Mr. Furley, you know, growling like a
Larry.
lion.
good.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You don't love it. I mean, the feature was just great. And by the way, one of the other non-honorable mention, Derico, Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
All right, let me jump ahead to this next spot. Let's see.
Pop's face.
That's awesome. I keep looking at the
Can't help myself. All right. Moves us on to number 4. Bob, hit us.
My number 4 is the theme from the TV show Airwolf.
Airwolf.
God.
Oh, look
I
at
don't
Josh.
even know
Airwolf. Airwolf. What, Josh?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, you are gonna have to look up the theme for Airwolf.
Airwolf.
Okay, so Airwolf was the helicopter version of Knight Rider. It was you know this great helicopter, but when the theme song hit in the intro and you would see the helicopter rising and the theme would go, it's got like this synth. Real quick, Josh, when you said, "Oh, Airwolf," now did you actually watch Airwolf and know what we're talking about, or did you just go, "Oh, Airwolf"?
No, I probably watched it. It was probably many, many years ago.
I probably watched it.
Probably. Do you remember who was in it, Josh?
I can see his face. I can't. You don't even let me finish. Like Derek asked me a question, and I go to answer. Liar.
Because I already know what's coming. It's a lie.
Oh my god.
What you know about Ernest Borgnine, Josh? Come on
Thank
now.
you, Borgnine.
All right.
Thank you.
Let me jump to the next little spot here because this episode actually had a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah, 35 was a good one.
Let's see. Right about here. Then I'll be like, yeah, that's the one I thought about.
I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, go ahead.
All right. There is something to me about this theme as my number 4. I still love the theme from ER.
Hey, that is a good theme too. Yes.
Yeah, like it's super, super catchy. Stays in your head.
So
And
rad.
it's, I mean, it's weird how it's like it gives you the sense of urgency about working in a hospital, but it is an urgent thing.
I thought that was perfect explanation of why you liked it, Derek.
Oh yeah, thank you. It was
as somebody who works in the medical field, I can tell you that that theme is perfect for ER.
Yeah, I listened to that song and the theme from The Sopranos for like a full 2 weeks.
Oh, that's a great one too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I've
fantastic.
been listening to the Munsters theme. I love the Munsters theme.
That was brought up on the show.
I know.
It's brought up on that episode.
Derek with the Coke Zero.
Yeah.
All right.
Dependable.
Okay, I think this is probably my favorite clip on this section.
I'm gonna say it, so I left it alone.
That's funny.
So thank you, Bob. All right, Josh.
My number 3, Happy Days. Oh, I forgot about this. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7, 8
Don't
o'clock.
have to sing it.
That's not the song.
Yes, it is.
No, it's Sunday, Monday, happy days.
Yes, that's the way that goes.
Anyway, I loved it. Where you have Fonzie, and it shows the record, the record.
They're trying to talk about it. We got it wrong to begin with.
You loved it so much you got it wrong.
No, who cares? I get it right. None of the words right.
The clock.
None of the words right.
Oh, that was Bob. This reminds me.
Bob's like, that's nothing.
It wasn't the song.
Yeah. 1, 2, Clark 4. And he says he does it with such
conviction.
He's so sure of himself.
He goes wrong so hard. Like
Bob, can you play it again one more time?
Yeah, here, hold on.
So good.
Let's see.
Josh,
my number 3, Happy Days. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock.
don't have to sing it.
That's not the song.
Yes, it is.
No, it's Sunday, Monday, happy days.
Yes, that's the way that
Wednesday.
Anyway, I loved it. I loved it. Where you have Fonzie, and it shows the record, the record.
They're trying to talk about it, and he got it wrong to begin with.
You loved it so much.
Hold on. Did you see Derek? I say Happy Days, and Derek goes like this.
Yeah.
He turns around.
Yeah, he turns around, and I'm just kind of looking like.
It was like in the movies. That's not the song.
Well, no, then you started singing it. And I remember like hearing you sing it. I was just like, what?
That was perfect.
One final clip here from that show. Because I just thought this was really cool here. When you gave your explanation, Derek, for your number 1 song.
Oh. Family Guy's great too. I forgot about that.
Hello there. It's me again.
All right. My number 1 is a sentimental pick because my sister was addicted to the show, which then got me addicted to the show. And to this day, whenever I hear it, I can't help but watch the show. My number 1 is Law and Order.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You see, Derek, I don't get upset when you mention something like you get upset. I think that's great. What's that? Can you do that?
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh my God.
You know it.
Bob, you need to put these clips up. He got so serious too.
You guys know it. Don't lie.
No, but I like his reasoning because he's like, it's a sentimental pick and he gives his reasons. And then all of a sudden he's boom, boom.
I've not laughed this hard in such a long time.
You got to sing it. Come on.
Oh
God.
All right.
All right.
Good choices. Good choices, Derek.
Very good.
Bob, let's see yours.
All right. So first off, I want to point out that I have liked pretty much all of our episodes, and I think we've had a lot of fun together. We've laughed a lot. We've had some great guests. So I'm not necessarily saying these are my favorite shows because I think my favorite shows is probably going to be the Halloween episode.
Yeah,
really like the
that was a
Halloween
good one.
episode.
Okay.
Where we had Ben on and we got to hear a lot of the behind the scenes of the Blair Witch. I thought that was really cool. I also really liked the episode when we had Lily on and we were talking Skeleton Crew, Cobra Kai, and we were talking our 5 favorite Disney villains. I thought that was a lot of fun.
That was a good one.
So we've had some really good episodes. Last week, the interview with Dave was really cool. So we've had a lot of good ones. So I'm picking some that were just moments that I went back and watched again, and I laughed just as hard the second time as I did the first time. So let me get the first one. The first one is Josh. You actually weren't in this episode.
Thanks.
It's the one he's not in.
Now I didn't pick it because.
Oh yes, that was.
I didn't pick it because you weren't there.
No, it's because Derek laughed so hard.
You are the subject here.
I know,
and it just
made
made
point because he had a fumble, and that was the only thing that he got from him. The Seattle Seahawks, 3 points is final.
Let me just say real quick, this was the Christmas episode, and it's there at the 56-minute mark. We're talking about we're going through our fantasy recap.
The score was 101.06. Final verdict.
Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm gonna slap you silly.
Oh man, he looks just like him in that suit.
That's when Derek like really laughs.
Hold on, I see that again. Here,
Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm gonna slap you silly.
Look how hard Derek's laughing.
Derek is just dying of laughter.
Look at them; they look related. It's totally wrong.
I didn't even see it until you mentioned it. Oh. Josh, let this be a lesson to you because I know you're going to watch this later. Let this be a lesson to you. Do not miss the show because you're not here to defend yourself. So.
Hey, it's an honor to look like Tim Curry.
Hey, look at that, man. And Derek, it was hilarious because as soon as you said they were related, man, I could not unsee that.
And you know when Derek is laughing hard because he puts his hand over his neck because he's like this.
Yeah. No. Because look at him.
Watch.
I kid you not. I went back and I watched that clip several times because Derek was just laughing so hard that made me laugh.
I couldn't help it.
And then he's like, he looks just like him in that suit.
I don't know why I'm going to drink some more Pepsi. So
and then Bob couldn't unsee it.
Yeah. So my next clip is going to be from episode 44.
Okay.
And in this one, we were talking about the college football semifinals.
Okay.
And let me get to the spot. Okay, there we go.
Let's go on to the next subject.
Already?
Yeah. Didn't we do the...
We have no more final thoughts on the games?
I love how Lane Kiffin has been busting. Did you hear what he said about Pavia from Vanderbilt? In his,
what does that have to do with the semifinals?
Okay, nothing to talk. I don't want to talk about these teams anymore in the semifinals.
Notice,
You're such a jerk.
I'm like, we're not gonna nothing more about these games, and you're like, oh yeah, did you hear about Pavia?
I just changed it. It's like,
well, then you're not a football fan, are you?
That's right.
I just wanted all the teams I wanted to win didn't win.
Well, because they didn't have Ryan Day coaching them.
I am a Ryan Day fan. Oh, here we go. I'm just
Ryan.
giving my critique. That's all I was doing. Good for him.
He's giving his critique and he's calling for him to be fired.
I am just saying, just like Stephen A. Smith said, you got to beat your rivals. That's all I'm saying.
But not if you win the whole thing.
If you win the whole thing, they're not going to care about that game.
Right. Bobby wants to give Norvell at Florida State an
there you go.
extension
He always
next year.
deflects.
For
He already got the extension. That's
Give him
what.
another
See,
one.
Josh was ready to fire him, even though we were undefeated last year, and they gave him an extension. I said, Josh,
he
we're
won
not
two
going to
games.
fire him. Yes, they are. They're going to fire him. You just don't get it, Bob. You see, you were undefeated. And I said, no, Josh, that's not going to happen because they just gave him an extension. You can't fire him now. Yes, they are. You don't understand. The seat is hot. I love this. Watch this.
God, I hate you.
When he impersonates Josh, he makes his face.
God, I hate you.
I gotta say, the reason I like that clip so much is because Derek's laughing so hard, and Josh, right at the end of the clip, you're like, God, I hate you. God, I hate you.
Can I just say one thing? We
Yeah,
should
sure.
do this every week. We should show old clips every week.
Nah, not every week.
I
Yeah,
think
you
it's
gotta
awesome.
keep it special for like milestones like this, man.
Oh God, I've never laughed so hard.
When we get to
Oh.
100, we can do it again. How about that?
You see, Bob, the
That's usually how he that's pretty much how he imitates you like at all times.
oh, I know. It's like eating a sandwich.
I just put the voice real high. What are you doing? Come on!
That's what Trey does. That's exactly.
Oh. So my next clip
My
was
God.
from episode 24, and there's two clips here that I want to show in this episode. In this one, we were talking about our favorite fast food restaurants,
Okay.
and we were also talking about back to school, and we were ranking our favorite cartoons, which that was a cool episode.
That was fun.
So the first clip,
Or
you know what? There we go. It's a little something special we did. Before we go into the next topic, do have something that I want to share with you guys. This is about last week, and I just thought that this would be something that we could really enjoy together, especially after that conversation. So
okay.
I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys.
Oh,
Turn the key and drive away. Our love was always a runaway train.
Shut up!
I love the polar bear.
Yeah, that's good. Well, what's funny is when we got off of last week, I kept going back to the eagle, and I'm like, he would have Sam the Eagle, and I was exactly right.
That's so funny.
That's funny how you called that.
Yeah, it's true. Because when you said it, when you said the eagle, I'm like, no, he meant Sam the Eagle. That's what Bob meant.
All right. And so the next part was when we were actually talking about our favorite fast food restaurants. And I just thought this moment was hilarious. And I thought it was hilarious because of stuff my parents have said to me concerning some of my habits and stuff like that. And so I just thought it was perfect here. And I didn't feel so alone during this conversation.
So good. And then, yeah, the Oreo blizzards. But you said a hamburger and fries.
Yeah.
Now
Sure.
I just thought of something. Derek drives me crazy, Bob. Derek, you know where I'm going.
Yep.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Bob. You sit down, you order a hamburger and fries.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to sound weird, but I don't care. How do you eat it? Do you have some burger,
Why
and
this
some fry,
bothers you
or
so
do
much?
what do you do? You kind of eat it together, right?
No.
How do you do it?
Okay, you're asking the wrong person because I eat all my meals. I always leave my main course for last.
I'm done. I'm done.
I always eat the side items
Did you
first.
guys talk about this before? The
No,
box
I'm serious. So, like for example, if I got a steak, potatoes, and vegetable, I would eat the vegetable, I'd eat the potato, and then I would eat the steak. last.
No.
Made my
No.
month. Thank you, Bob.
No. Drives me crazy. Every time we went to Carl's or anywhere, he
So he told. What made that funny to me was because he's like, "Did you guys talk before?"
You did. The two of you talked.
No, we
before.
didn't. That's how I eat all my meals, and that's what made it hilarious. Is because my family always comments that they're like, "Boy, you eat like a European or something," because you eat, one thing completely first, and then you eat the next thing complete. And I'm like, well, I was born in Europe. I mean,
let me tell you,
in Rome.
Let me tell you, when you would eat with Derek, as we got closer and closer, and we would go to like Carl's Jr. or McDonald's, he would take the fry first and look at me and just start eating.
Oh, that was the best.
And
That was so
eating
good.
Until I pulled out of my skin.
No, it was, but we would go to drive-through, and then you were closer to Josh, so then I could do it right in his face. That was the best.
My God.
Those were.
But I just thought that moment was hilarious because, again, how I eat and what people tell me, and you were just so sure of yourself that you're going to eat them together, right? I'm like, no.
No.
I don't know. I guess I've never noticed it with you.
Well, no, yeah, you never have. But like every time you and I have gone out, like if we go get some fast food, I eat all the fries first. But you know what? We're usually doing something when we're eating, like we're watching a movie or something like that.
Yeah, so I don't notice. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't go and we tend not to go and sit at the restaurants. And then if we do, there's usually a few of us and we're all talking and stuff.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. So all right.
So
Well,
yeah,
that
those were my three
Good
moments.
choice.
But again, we have so many that we could go over. So many good ones, stuff I've gone back and really laughed at. A lot of fun stuff. And we've had some great guests. So like I said, it's been a fun year with you guys.
It's been awesome.
Shout out to all the guests too. We've had really fun ones.
Yeah, well, Lily,
and
Blaine, Nomi, Sevi, Ben, Omid, Dave, Trey, Jeremy, Gazelle. We've had some great guests, and they've all added to the dynamic of the show. And yeah, it's been a blast.
Thank you all out there.
Thank you. All right. So Bob, for my first one is very early on. It's episode 5.
Okay.
It's at 5 minutes and 47 seconds in.
Episode 5?
Huh?
You said episode 5?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was just when you did that whole thing. Exactly. And I just watched it the other day. It was mostly about you, Bob, because right here.
Okay, so what was the timestamp?
5:47.
5:47. Okay.
Okay, play it.
They mated. Conan was able to get his hands on a very sophisticated piece of computer equipment. And with this, they could take the pictures of two celebrities that happened to be dating. And with that, they could turn around and tell you what the child would look like.
Yes.
Now, usually it ended up being some grotesque, image of the child or whatnot. But, it would have like one of their hairs, so the other one's nose, and So it was just real random pictures, So
I was just making that all up as I was going along. So
I was pretty impressed with that he was able to get his hands on that equipment, and so I started scouring the internet and eBay and everywhere, looking to see what I could find. And in a junkyard somewhere, I actually found this piece of computer equipment. Now, unfortunately, it was all busted up and I wasn't able to do anything with it. So I decided that I needed to get myself a lab assistant in order to try to get it to work. And I actually have some footage of the person that I found to help me put this thing together. Would you guys like to see that?
Yeah, we would love to.
All right, let me pull that up here.
Dr. Frankenstein.
No, it's Bob from Was It Good?
That is fun.
You're putting me on.
No, it's Bob from Was It Good? And I'm on a mission from the hottest new podcast, Dad's Turn to Talk. And I need an assistant to help me fix a really high-tech piece of equipment.
I see.
You must be Igor.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
So
the next part is just funny. It's just funny.
A young Frankenstein here.
Igor and we decided to get to work, and we were working for hours upon hours on this thing, and we couldn't seem to get it to work. Finally figured out what the problem was. It just wasn't getting enough electricity. So we decided to take it out into a thunderstorm and try to charge this thing up, and then something interesting happened.
You like creation! Rise!
And so
It takes you 10 minutes to go. No, but it's like you're keep going, cuz.
basically, though, I've said all of this to tell you that I got it to work. And,
Great.
And so now that I've got it working, I wanted to go ahead and put that to the test tonight, if that's okay with the two of y'all. Now, I've actually changed it up a little bit. Instead of we can look at more than just celebrities who are dating. Okay, we can actually look at, but you know, they're in shape. They keep themselves healthy. So let's see what a child would look like. Let me go ahead and hit the computer here, and let's see what we got here. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh,
Look at his eyes. Look at You never looked better, Bobo. Look at that.
I think this guy looks pretty happy here. What do you
You know how many times I took that picture to try to get that right?
That makes it even better.
All right, yeah. I thought that was a really funny episode.
That was good.
Let's see the other ones here real quick.
Oh yeah.
And Uncle Fester, two well-known characters from franchises that are kind of weird and spooky and whatnot. And let's see what we can get here. All right, I think we got this ready here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I like that there.
Yeah. See, at least you got the
I noticed you still have the scar.
I know. Yeah, that's the most important part.
Let's get to this last one here.
It nails it, really.
Yeah. So, well, I think we need to do one more.
Of course you do.
We got one more. I think we can get out of this.
I love Josh's expression here.
Okay. Let's see.
Yep.
Let's try. Dope.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Wait, why are you saying, "Oh God"? I haven't done anything.
You're like, "Oh God." Hold on.
No baby oil.
There we go.
What we got? All right, let's see what we got here.
Very creative early on, Bobo.
Oh man.
Oh,
That's good.
Good. All right. Let me.
That was a good episode. I remember when we did that, which is why a couple of weeks ago I pulled that out again and kind of threw something together because it had been a while, and I thought Lily would get a kick out of it too. So that's why I thought it'd be a fun episode to do it again on.
Oh.
That was good. That was
So my next one is very dear to my heart because it was when I won fantasy football for the first time. So let's go to episode 27.
Okay.
And the timestamp is 59 minutes and 39 seconds.
All right, so 27. And what was the timestamp again?
59:39.
59:39. That's close enough right there.
Yeah.
I did not pick a conservative lineup.
gotcha.
And you can see that my lineup's designed that way because the way I play for the $1 million is I play with a quarterback with two of his pass catchers. So I had Caleb Williams because of the price point. I did expect him to do a little bit better. I played him with DJ Moore and Ordunzi.
Oh, geez,
and I always have a player on the opposite team coming back. So that's usually the way I play that. So you had
you pretending to fall asleep.
So since Williams stunk it up, unfortunately that affected my pass catchers for him. Tony Pollard did good for me with 18.4. James Cook was a little bit of a letdown. I thought he.
Wow. Seems like.
So now we're going to get to our champ for week 1. We got Josh over here.
Look,
He's nice and happy because he thinks he's going to win the Super Bowl now that he won one week. And the other thing that I try to tell Josh is that
there's excuses.
Is that no? This is not an excuse. It's a fact that 115.06 points that he got is actually a very lousy score on DraftKings.
It doesn't matter. I'm not focused on that.
No. I'm just pointing that out, that it is a very lousy score. We all had lousy scores. Josh has had the least lousy of us all.
I still won.
But he went with CJ
You
Stroud.
wanted something useless and fake, Josh. Congratulations. Story of your life.
Shut up, Derek.
So he had he played Achan. He played Achan, which was a good play. Mixon was a very good play as well. So I'm going to give you credit there, Josh. And of course, you fit in Tyreek Hill. But if you look at the rest of the lineup, the rest of his lineup sucked. The only thing that carried him over, and so that's why I say that he's blowing this out of proportion, because he's like, I am the champ. Look, he had a player with 2 points, 1 point, 0 points, a defense with.
I will say, Josh, you got pretty lucky with that lineup, because look at that. You only had 4 players that did well. Everybody else was trash.
I know. But Derek was the funniest, where he just yells out of nowhere.
You look like you run a summer camp in that picture, Josh.
Thank you. Oh my God. All right.
Yeah, I love it. Derek's like, you wanted something fake.
The way he said it, and then you just hear me say, "Shut up, Derek."
You did do that.
Bob for about 5 minutes is just going on, and then all of a sudden, he always has to end with the impression.
That's so
all right.
great.
Let's go to the final one. The final one is awesome.
All right.
Episode 37.
Okay.
An hour and 30 minutes and 4
37.
seconds. This was when Dames and Dorks was on.
Okay. And what's the timestamp again?
An hour and 30 minutes.
An hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is where, to quote Bob, Josh, you're going to get yourself some here. You
All
can't.
right.
Oh.
In fact, okay, so you ready?
Yep. Let's see it.
Let me put that back just a hair. Oh, how to handle success. And in fact, he always says that we put it on him and that we're being unfair to him. But this week, I brought receipts to show that he starts.
I'm sorry, guys. That was Adam Rank talking to me, congratulating me for once again winning. Beating you guys. Oh, look at that. Lily knows who the champion is. Lily even gave me a call and was like, Josh, you are the champion. I had a call from Bobby's parents earlier today. We always considered you a second son. Now we want to put you as our number one son.
Plays out.
Right, Derek, you're a loser. Crush.
You didn't crush it. This is the
Lily, do you have any questions for me? Any questions at all? The champ, Joshua.
You're gonna.
Oh, you better hope I don't win, because with the Dames and Dorks, are you kidding? It's going to be a huge celebration. So they're all going to be happy. Moo is going to be happy. Novi's going to be happy. I just got invited to Thanksgiving dinner at my
So that was Josh last week. And the thing is he was not just celebrating on the show. He was celebrating all week as well. In fact, I brought a clip of him celebrating during the week.
I knew it.
So, unfortunately, Josh, things turned out a lot different for you this week.
You know what? I got it. Can I just say one thing?
No, you can't.
No,
no,
you cannot.
We are going to get into Josh's Tim Curry score.
Oh, how good was that?
What made that one so funny was because you were just bragging the week before, like, oh, if I win again, Dames and Dorks is going to be a huge celebration.
Oh, I have tears. Like, that's how funny that was. Your face,
good.
Bob. Derek was just like looking at like.
You know what's funny is that weekend, Josh, when fantasy was going on, I kept thinking to myself, "Oh my God, I hope he doesn't win this week. Gosh, I don't want him to win."
Oh my!
I really wanted you to put it on you that week because of the week before, and so as soon as you lost, I was like, "Oh heck, yes!"
Who won that week? Derek?
I think Derek won that week, but yeah, it was so much fun being able to put it on you. And what's funny is the ladies, they're not like football fans or anything, but I think they had fun enough with that segment.
Oh, they did. They did. And Lily at the beginning goes, "Uh-oh, Josh, what happened?"
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because when I was going back to scroll through these, I was like,
I know where this is going.
If they didn't like it, they put up with us very well.
What did I screw up? Who did I have? Oh, Morris. Njoku had a good one. Tyler Lockett, bad, who just got released.
Was that the? Oh no, yeah, that was the week that Cleveland played New Orleans, and what's his name? Oh shoot, that wide receiver for Cleveland.
Who? Elijah Moore?
No, not Elijah Moore. Their other wide receiver.
Oh, it shows.
Why am I blocking on it?
The one from Denver, the one who played at
Jerry
Bama.
Jeudy. Jerry
Yeah,
Jeudy.
thank you.
I don't know why I was. As soon as you said Bama, I was like, okay, from Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I picked him that week, and he just went off that week because the previous 2 weeks it had been the other wide receiver, Cedric Tillman, and then Jerry Jeudy went off that week.
Well, I remember one of the weeks when I was winning, and Derek had Josh Allen. And he came in and threw 5 touchdowns, and I was so pissed.
He got like 56 points.
Yeah, it was like insane.
Yeah, it was nuts. That might have been. Was that week? That might have been.
I don't know if you can go back, Bob. See if you can go
No,
back.
I don't think it was this week.
No, because you only had 133 points.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't that week.
All right,
it wasn't that week. Oh, that was funny. Oh my
some good stuff.
I want you to go back. Can you go back to the one where Derek got mad at me? Which one was it? Was that?
That's every episode.
I was about to say we don't have time to go through all of them.
Oh my god, that was so funny. The Derek.
Honestly, all the episodes you can go back and have a good listen to. There's
one just real quick, just kind of an honorable mention clip.
Yeah.
That it's when we were doing our WrestleMania preview.
Okay.
And let's see.
So funny. Oh my god. I've not laughed this. Maybe it's all the drinks.
We were talking, somehow we got into Jade Cargill.
Okay.
On there.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, AEW.
Let me share the screen here real quick.
Oh god.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
In Cargill in AEW. And so I'm not understanding what she's missing in WWE where they're trying to take it. I can't even tell you guys it's taking it slow. It's like, well,
you see, that's what happens when you end up skipping college and you went straight from little leagues into the big leagues.
Sure.
You know, like AEW is the little leagues, and they jumped into the big time.
Tony's money is not little leagues, there, big guy. So
who cares what his money is? Their product is the little leagues.
I disagree. I disagree with you 150%.
That's pretty cute. How old are you, kid? 11, 12?
Oh God. Unreal. But on that note, I would have loved to see Bianca.
I just love Derek's laugh in that.
Oh, Derek's just like.
No, that was I think the first time like Bob actually rubbed it in AEW wise.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And then we had the whole episode where we talked about the bad deal. And then Josh, your face gets red so big time throughout that whole segment.
Can you find that one, Bob, real quick?
Yeah, let me get that.
I can't remember which one it was. I think it was.
Oh,
I know which one it is. Hold on.
Okay.
oh my God. Wow.
31.
Okay.
Oh, that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
What a show, gentlemen.
Your
What a
like it's that's what
Oh.
I'm saying. Yeah, if you go back and listen to any of them, they're fun. They're always fun.
Oh, I'm telling
right.
you, I look forward to every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me share my screen here real quick. We'll only watch the first couple minutes here real quick.
Oh, God.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Get into the final topic of the night. And let's see. Here we go. All right. So on this show, we are all wrestling fans. Josh likes AEW because it's not wrestling. And
Wow. Okay. There you go. Another insult. Just
I'm
can't
not
trust-
insulting you. I'm insulting AEW.
That's insulting. Insulting.
I'm not. Well, yes, I'm
You see?
insulting
You see his
AEW.
face?
Quit
Look at his
being a
face.
baby.
Let's see. Let's see his face. Entertainment, Bob. You don't like wrestling.
Let me.
We'll
there's
get
a
to the
thing like a
insults,
mirror.
okay?
Anyway,
Relax.
find it here. Where
Derek,
anyway,
shut
so
up already.
let me go ahead and share this article
Get
here.
up with you, God.
Let's see.
For their pay-per-views on Peacock, would you buy them?
No. Okay, yeah, this is the part.
What about you, Derek?
No.
Okay.
What if
And so-
WWE made you pay for their pay-per-views on Peacock? Would you buy them?
No.
Okay. What about you, Derek?
No.
I didn't buy them before.
No, neither did I. I bought
I didn't
one.
either.
I bought
I didn't.
one WrestleMania, but that
Yeah,
was
that's
it.
what I would occasionally buy.
Yeah. Other than that, no. No, don't need to. But now here's the thing. Here's the thing about WWE now too. There's an expectation with them now that if you have a streaming service wherever they are, it's free.
Right.
So they can't afford to do that now. They'll take a big hit if they do that.
Right.
And
Would
they
you
don't
guys
need to.
buy
They're making
WrestleMania?
money hand over fist anyway. Like they're doing too well.
Bob, would you buy WrestleMania if they made you do it?
Nope.
No matter what, no matter what the card was, no matter
Nope.
you wouldn't buy it. Okay. So it's really about the convenience.
Let me
of being
let me
able-
rephrase. If we were going to review it on this show, I would do it just for that.
But not as a fan.
No. Look, and it's not because I wouldn't be interested to watch it or anything like that. It's just that I'm kind of like Derek. I'm already paying for the service. Why am I going to have to pay more?
Bad optics.
I mean, it is bad optics. And I could understand maybe if you were on a lower tier, you were on the tier that, was like $10. But if you're already paying the premium tier, which I already do because I don't want the ads, now you're going to make me pay more?
Mm-hmm.
No.
And
I
so
don't
what
like
you're saying is if WWE got rid of Peacock and they were their own thing again, you still wouldn't pay for the pay-per-view.
But you see, that's different though, because you're saying if they did their own thing, that would mean that they have their own app.
No,
Well,
not even
now-
if they went back to just pay-per-view, spending $50 to buy a pay-per-view.
I don't think they would ever do that at this point.
Yeah,
They've
They
been
wouldn't.
that's not
I'm
gonna
just
happen
saying, would
anymore.
you though buy it? Would you
I
still?
already answered that question, Josh. The answer is
You
no.
wouldn't. Okay.
Look how
Look how mad he gets, everyone. Bobby cannot control his temper.
Well, when you're exhausted as you are, Josh, it's kind of hard not to.
You know what? Kiss my-
You see that, everybody? Josh cannot control his temper. He just keeps walking into these situations. He said before this show he was going to be a nice guy and he wasn't going to cause any trouble.
Yeah, but you're annoying,
has-
Bobby. You poke the bear. You poke the bear on purpose.
I do. I do.
Bob, if you just realized how awesome AEW is, none of this would have happened.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all you have to
Yeah,
do. You don't have to poke the bear.
I know.
You
If I
just
had come
have
out
to
and
be a
said,
comedian.
like, if I
Has
had come
to
out
have
and
clickbait.
kissed Tony Khan's butt, then he would be happy.
Has to have clickbait.
Do you have a statue of Tony Khan right next to your bed, Josh? Do you hug it every
Yes.
night?
I do, Derek.
Josh, I'm sorry. Well, what I've seen from AEW, I don't like it. Now, if they get their stories together, I've told you I'd be willing to watch. But right now, they're not there. Now, here's the
Come
thing.
at him.
I do want them to succeed.
No,
because
you don't. No, you don't. Not at
Get
all.
this close.
Competition breeds a better product.
Shut
At
up,
the end of
Derek.
the day, what has been our favorite period of wrestling? Oh, this is good. I love
We
it.
all know.
Right now, what's gone on with The Rock?
Josh, really?
The Attitude Era?
Try again.
What? Put your face on the camera.
The 80? What are you talking about?
Josh, what has been our favorite period of wrestling?
NWO. Oh, NWO.
Not just NWO, the Monday Night Wars.
Yes.
Because during the Monday Night Wars, that's when we had everything what it is. I mean, those are the times that we still talk about to this day. But you got NWO, you got DX, you got Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, Macho Man, you got Shawn Michaels, Triple H, The Rock, Undertaker. All of these guys, they were all together. They were in separate promotions, but they were all there. They were all getting pushed. It was a beautiful time because there was competition, and it forced each company to have to try to give their best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like right now, if WWE wanted to, they could turn around and they could put their show on autopilot, and it wouldn't matter because AEW was so bad, everybody would still keep watching WWE.
Wow.
Now, luckily, they don't. But what I'm saying is if they would.
That was great. It's actually better when you watch it together. You're like,
that was a good episode.
That was fun.
Oh my God. All right. All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. Well, I wish we could do a bunch of clips of when Derek says he's on LinkedIn and Facebook because every week it's been different.
I got to provide some material. I can't come. Bob does so much to put in all the right stuff with the clips. I got to come with something.
Oh, God. All right, Derek. Let's do social media. Where can we find you?
No. I'm trying to find my material, but I'm old and I'm obviously lazy. But you can find me on LinkedIn and Facebook still.
All right. And Bob, where can we find you?
You can find me over on my YouTube channel. Was it good? At Bob Loves Movies. All one word, just like how it is here underneath my name. You can also find me on Criticless and X. And as always, our social media will be in the description below.
All right, good deal. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. I'm the family man of the Valley. I'm a realtor here in Southern California. Well, we just want to thank everyone. I want to thank you guys. Couldn't have done this without you guys, Bob. Thank you for all your hard work and your editing and taking the time out of a very, very busy schedule that you have to really make the show great. And I think we all make it great, but you go the extra mile. We're just along for the ride. So,
well, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
I enjoy doing this with you guys.
And let's start year number 2. Next week, we will see you guys. Have a great evening. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.